Do crowded rooms drain you? You're not broken. In fact, your brain hides rare traits most people will never understand. Every time you step into a bustling coffee shop, a crowded mall, or a busy grocery store, you feel it, that subtle tension creeping into your chest, a quiet alarm that something about this environment is too much. Every clinking cup, whispered conversation, the hurried steps of strangers, and even the hum of fluorescent lights presses in, making your mind work overtime. Life's volume feels cranked up to a level everyone else seems to handle effortlessly, while you're acutely aware of every detail, every movement, and every emotion around you. It's exhausting, and the subtle unease often makes you question yourself. You wonder if you're overreacting, if you're becoming difficult, or worse, if something inside you has changed. But here's the truth, this reaction isn't a flaw, it's a signal. It's the first sign of a rare trait at work, heightened cognitive filtering. Your mind doesn't filter chaos the way most brains do. Instead, it absorbs it. Every snippet of conversation, every facial expression, every tiny shift in energy registers in vivid detail. It's like trying to sip from a fire hose while everyone else uses a straw. And that's why 20 minutes in a crowded space can leave you feeling mentally drained, anxious, or overstimulated, even when nothing bad has happened. The fascinating part is that this trait is also a gift. Your brain notices patterns and details others completely miss, giving you clarity, intuition, and an almost subconscious understanding of your environment. It's why you pick up on tension before anyone else, why subtle changes in mood don't escape you, and why solitude feels restorative rather than boring. But there's more. This is only the beginning. Your finely tuned emotional boundaries, the second rare trait, amplify this effect, helping you navigate life with depth and awareness most people never experience. And if you think heightened cognitive filtering is intense, wait until you discover how this second trait quietly protects your energy while giving you insights that feel almost supernatural. Trait number 1, heightened cognitive filtering. Have you ever left a crowded space completely drained? Like your brain ran a marathon while everyone else strolled through effortlessly? That's not laziness, overthinking, or a social flaw, it's one of the rare traits that makes your mind process the world differently. Most people walk into a busy coffee shop, mall, or office party and their brains automatically filter out most distractions, the chatter, the background noise, the subtle shifts in energy. Your brain doesn't do that. It absorbs everything. Every conversation fragment, every facial expression, every subtle tension registers vividly. It's overwhelming, like trying to sip from a fire hose while everyone else uses a straw. And while this can make crowded spaces exhausting, it's also a rare ability. Your brain notices patterns, detects hidden tensions, and reads environments in ways others completely miss. That's why you might pick up on a colleague hiding frustration before anyone else sees it, or sense the subtle discomfort in a room that everyone else ignores. Your heightened awareness gives you clarity and foresight most people will never have, a mental edge that turns overload into insight. The downside is obvious, 20 minutes in a busy environment can leave you mentally drained, chest tight, or anxious. But the upside is just as powerful, you process information deeply, see what's coming, and make decisions with a precision most people can't. That's the dual nature of heightened cognitive filtering, both exhausting and empowering. And it doesn't stop there. This trait works hand in hand with another rare ability, emotional boundary awareness, which tunes your perception of others' moods and energy like a sixth sense. Imagine combining your brain's intense focus with the ability to intuitively read the emotions around you. It's almost like having a superpower. And once you see how these traits interact, you realize that what felt like avoidance or sensitivity in crowds isn't weakness at all. It's a sophisticated, rare way your brain protects your energy while giving you insight, awareness, and understanding that most people will never experience. And if you think that's impressive, wait until we explore trait number 2 and see how emotional boundary awareness transforms your perception of every social situation. Trait number 2, emotional boundary awareness. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the tension, even though everyone else seemed perfectly fine? Maybe people were smiling, chatting, or joking, but something about the energy felt off, a heaviness that made your chest tighten or your thoughts race. That's not your imagination. It's a rare trait called emotional boundary awareness. People without this trait might walk through the same room and feel nothing unusual. But your brain, your nervous system, is wired to detect subtle shifts in moods, microexpressions, and unspoken signals that others completely miss. It's like your mind has a built-in radar for emotional currents. And while this makes crowded or chaotic environments feel draining, it's actually an incredible advantage. You can sense conflicts before they erupt, notice discomfort before it's voiced, and intuitively understand how people are feeling, even when they try to hide it. It might explain why you can tell when a colleague is frustrated before anyone else notices, or why a friend's "I'm fine" never quite convinces you. Your brain doesn't just process words or actions, it processes energy, tone, and emotional subtext. The downside is obvious: absorbing all of this emotional information can be exhausting, especially in crowded spaces or noisy gatherings. You may leave events mentally drained, needing hours of quiet to recover. But here's the empowering part: this heightened awareness gives you a form of social intelligence that most people will never develop. You're able to connect, empathize, and respond to people with precision and insight that others can only guess at. Emotional boundary awareness works hand in hand with heightened cognitive filtering, allowing you not only to notice subtle details in your environment but also to sense the emotional dynamics at play. Combined, these traits are almost like having a sixth sense, a way to navigate social situations with intuition and clarity that feels effortless once you understand it. And if you think that's powerful, wait until you discover trait number 3, which explains why your nervous system reacts strongly to chaos and unpredictability, giving you control over your energy in ways most people never even realize. Understanding these patterns isn't just enlightening, it's liberating, because what once felt like sensitivity or social avoidance is actually a sophisticated survival and perception mechanism, one that makes you rare, aware, and incredibly capable. Trait number 3, control-oriented nervous system. Have you ever noticed that chaos, unpredictability, or sudden crowds immediately spike your anxiety or make your chest tighten? That reaction isn't weakness or overthinking. It's your third rare trait in action, a nervous system wired for control. While most people shrug off small disruptions or unexpected changes, your body and mind instinctively respond to maintain balance and protect energy. It's why you might feel uneasy walking into a packed shopping mall, sitting through a noisy event, or even dealing with last-minute work crises. Your nervous system is hyper-aware, scanning for risk, subtle shifts, and potential threats, both physical and emotional. And yes, it can feel draining. But here's the powerful side: this heightened control orientation isn't just about avoiding discomfort. It's a survival mechanism, finely tuned over time to keep you alert, prepared, and aware of hidden patterns. You notice when situations might escalate, when energy in a room shifts, or when someone's intentions don't match their words. It's why you instinctively create routines, checklists, or personal boundaries, because your mind seeks predictability and safety in a world that often feels unpredictable. Imagine walking into a meeting where everyone else seems casual, but you already sense tension in the room. Your ability to anticipate outcomes, plan your moves, and protect your energy gives you a distinct advantage. This trait works seamlessly with heightened cognitive filtering and emotional boundary awareness. Your brain absorbs information deeply, senses emotional undercurrents, and your nervous system signals when action, retreat, or adjustment is needed. That combination makes you both cautious and insightful, strategic in navigating social and personal environments where others stumble blindly. Of course, the challenge is that constant vigilance can be exhausting, which is why crowded, loud, or chaotic spaces may feel intolerable for long periods. But recognizing this as a rare trait reframes it entirely: you're not overreacting. You're finely tuned to complexity, capable of noticing risks, energy shifts, and subtle signals others completely miss. And if you think that's impressive, wait until we explore trait number 4, selective social intelligence, which reveals why your approach to people isn't avoidance, but an extraordinary ability to connect with the right individuals at the right level. Understanding this nervous system trait gives you clarity and control, transforming what once felt like vulnerability into an unmatched advantage. Trait number 4, selective social intelligence. Have you ever noticed that in social gatherings, you instinctively know who to engage with and who to avoid? That's not coincidence, it's one of your rare traits at work. Your brain has developed a finely tuned radar for social dynamics, allowing you to connect deeply with the right individuals while naturally distancing from energy that doesn't serve you. Most people spread themselves thin, trying to please everyone or get along with anyone. You, however, unconsciously scan conversations, read subtle cues, and understand the unspoken rules of interaction. This is selective social intelligence in action. It's why you might intuitively gravitate towards someone who shares your wavelength, notice when a new acquaintance is genuinely trustworthy, or sense underlying agendas before others do. You don't need to analyze everything consciously, your brain just processes these patterns automatically. And while this trait can make large crowds feel tedious or exhausting, it's actually a powerful advantage. You focus your energy where it matters most, building meaningful connections instead of wasting time on shallow interactions. Imagine a networking event where everyone else is chatting randomly. You naturally find the 3 or 4 people who actually matter, creating relationships that are authentic, valuable, and long-lasting. That's not luck, it's strategy baked into your social wiring. Combined with heightened cognitive filtering, emotional boundary awareness, and your control-oriented nervous system, this trait ensures that every interaction is purposeful, measured, and rewarding. You're not antisocial. You're discerning. You're not avoiding life. You're maximizing it. And here's the empowering truth, these 4 traits, the ability to filter information deeply, sense emotional currents, manage your nervous system, and connect selectively, aren't weaknesses. They are evolutionary advantages that allow you to navigate life with insight, precision, and authenticity that most people will never experience. If you found yourself resonating with these traits, it's likely you grew up in an era that shaped them, a time when independence, patience, resilience, and practical intelligence were cultivated from childhood. To dive deeper into the psychology of rare traits shaped by life experiences, check out our video. If you grew up in the 1960s, you probably possess these 5 rare traits. You'll discover even more ways your upbringing may have quietly given you strengths that most people overlook, strengths that explain why you navigate the world differently, but more effectively, than almost anyone else.